alone. Coel lit fires in the old fort hall and made the ruins home. He called the chiefs from moor and vale, from river, hill and sea. He filled their cups with northern ale and sat them at his knee. Men who had traded sons for spears now broke one loaf instead. For Coel could drown 100 years of vengeance in one keg. He laughed as though no war horn called, no wolf stood at the door. And while they sang beneath his roof, the north was whole once more. Old King Coel was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers three. Raise it high, let the old hall roll, let the ale run wild and free. For the north stays whole while we share one bowl, and merry old souls are we. Three lords arrived beneath one flag with silver at their belts. They kissed the cup, embraced the king, and praised the hand he dealt. But one kept sober through each toast, one counted every god, and one had broad and narrow blade wrapped underneath his scarf. They thought the king was old, with drink too warm, with song to see. But one fiddler watched the doorway, one watched the company. The third watched only Coel's right hand as laughter shook the room. And when the old king raised one finger, the fiddles changed their tune. Old King Coel was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he filled up the bowl, while the fiddlers changed the key. Round went the ale, and round went the tale of a north no blade could cleave. For every man came to Coel as a guest, but not every guest would leave. The outer doors were barred at dusk to keep away the cold. Their horses vanished from the yard, their guards grew drunk and bold. The pipe cried high, the tabor struck, the dancing filled the floor. Then Coel rose without his cup, and silence filled the hall. He named the roads where gold had passed, the men already bought. The kingdom they would carve apart, the death their knives had sought. A guest is sacred beneath my roof, I shelter friend and foe. But traitors are no guests of mine, and therefore none shall go. The first lord reached beneath his cloak, the first string snapped in two. The second ran towards the door, the second fiddle knew. The third cried out for mercy, swore loyalty and land. Coel merely turned his empty bowl and lowered his right hand. The music rose twice loud again, the dancers formed a wall. The rushers drank what cups had spilled, and more than cups did fall. Outside the snow came soft and clean, inside the fires burned red, and no cry crossed the northern stones above the fiddler's tread. Old King Coel was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, then emptied his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers three. Play it loud till the torches die, let no cry cross the wall. For every man leaves Coel's hall a friend, or never leaves at all. At dawn the loyal banners rose and scattered through the snow. Three saddled horses stayed behind with nowhere left to go. The servants cleared the broken cups, the old king washed his hands, then sent the traders stolen gold back through the northern lands. The people heard a feast was held, that ancient feuds were done. that Coel had joined the scattered north with laughter, ale, and song. No herald spoke of empty chairs, no widow saw the floor. They only knew the roads were safe, and war had passed their door. No parchment held the north as one, no Roman law remained. Just shared salt, a spoken oath, and fear beneath his name. One fiddler watched the doorway, one listened for the lyre, one watched the merry old king's hand, and knew who came to die. The bards made mercy of the blade and kindness of control, for history loves a merry king who never shows his soul. Old King Coel was a merry old soul, and a merry his name would be. He called for his pipe, and he called for his ball, and he called for his fiddlers three. Raise it high, let the old hall roll, drink deep to unity, for those who came to divide the north never heard dawn's melody. Old King Coel was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. Every man left Coel's feast a friend, oh, stayed for eternity. Long after Coel and Rome were gone, the north still sang with glee. Old King Coel was a merry old soul, but no one asked why the fiddlers were three.